Hello, ma'am. May I start?
Yes, ma'am. Let's start.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Very good morning to all. First of all, I would like to welcome you, faculty members, in my FDP program, and my topic is pericyclic reaction. So, in an organic chemistry, there are several types of reaction. In which first type is polar reaction, and here you can see that in slide, polar reaction is proceed through nucleophile and or electrophile, and the second type of reaction is radical reaction, and radical reactions are proceeds through free radical. Okay, and this free radical is formed by the heterolytic bond cleavage of covalent bond. Now the next type of reaction is pericyclic reaction. As I told you earlier, the majority of organic reaction proceeds either by a polar or by a radical pathway, but there is a group of reaction that do not involve a polar or radical reagent. That means they are substantially uninfluenced by the change of polarity of solvent or by the presence of radical initiator. Okay, so what are the properties of pericyclic reaction? So pericyclic reactions are concerted in nature. So what is the meaning of concerted here? Meaning of concerted is the reaction in which bond breaking and bond making occurs simultaneously, that is concerted. So because in this reaction bond making and bond making occur simultaneously, that's why it is one step reaction. Okay, this is one step reaction. Now the second is, in this reaction transition states are formed. Okay, pericyclic reaction is in the pericyclic reaction generally transition state are formed which is cyclic in nature, that's why we call it as pericyclic reaction. Okay, next is pericyclic reactions are stereoselective in nature. And what is the meaning of stereoselective here? Actually, stereoselectivity is the property of chemical reaction in which a single reactant forms an unequal mixture of stereoisomer, that is stereoselective nature. Okay, so pericyclic reactions are stereoselective in nature, and that reaction, pericyclic reactions, are influenced by the heat or light. So these are the properties of pericyclic reaction. So if we talk about the mechanism and the stereochemistry of pericyclic reaction, so what is the mechanism and what will be the stereochemistry of pericyclic reaction? So for that, the mechanism and the stereochemistry of pericyclic reaction can be better understood by Woodman-Hoffmann theory. Woodman and Hoffman is a Woodman-Hoffmann theory, and this Woodman-Hoffmann theory is based on the conservation of orbital symmetry principle. Okay, so this Woodman-Hoffmann theory is generally based on the conservation of orbital symmetry, which predicts that the certain reaction are symmetrically allowed and others are symmetrically forbidden. Okay. So this principle, conservation of orbital symmetry, and this rule is also known as frontier molecular orbital method, which we have to use for pericyclic reaction. Now the next is, okay, so now the question is, what is frontier molecular orbital theory or orbital symmetry? So we all know that, as we know that in case of an atom, outer shell electron or valence shell electron plays a major role in determining the chemistry of that atom. So it is reasonable that in FMO method, highest occupied molecular orbital, or in short we can say that HOMO will play as a major key factor for determining the reactivity of pericyclic reaction. Now, what are the principle of frontier molecular orbital? So first principle is that when suppose we are taking the example of reaction here, 1A and B are the reagent. So according to first principle, the HOMO, highest occupied molecular orbital of A reagent, will interact with the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital of B reagent, and that will give the product. So this is the first principle. So here you can see that in the slide. So question is, what is HOMO and what is is LUMO. So HOMO is highest occupied molecular orbital. This meaning the meaning of this word I will explain in the molecular diagram of 1,3-butadiene. Okay, so second principle, this is first principle, and second principle. Okay, so this is second principle. So according to second principle, the shaded positive lobe overlap only with the shaded positive lobe of another orbital. Okay, so this is the second principle. Now, if we talk about the classification of pericyclic reaction, so there are three types of reaction. First is electrocyclic reaction, second cycloaddition reaction, and third is sigmatropic reaction. Now, first is electrocyclic reaction. So what is electrocyclic reaction? An electrocyclic reaction is a type of pericyclic rearrangement where the net result is one pi bond is being converted into one sigma bond or vice versa. Now the second is reaction can be either thermal or photochemical. So thermal and this is the property of this reaction. Now the third is reaction can be either ring opening or ring closing. Then depending on the type of reaction, photochemical or thermal, and the number of pi electrons, the reaction can happen either through con-rotatory or disrotatory mechanism. This is the rotation process, con-rotatory and disrotatory. Now the next is the type of reaction will determine whether the con or trans cis or trans isomer of the product will be formed. So next I am taking the example of 1,3-butadiene system, and here you can see that the figure of 1,3-butadiene system, because there are 4 pi electron. There are 4 pi electron, two is there and 2 is there. So this is 4n system, and this 4n system in this electrocyclic reaction, this 4n system will convert into cyclobutene. Okay, so now what is the mechanism and what will be the stereochemistry? I think my slide is not working. Okay, so this is a 1,3-butadiene system. Okay, so this is the molecular orbital diagram or frontier molecular diagram for 1,3-butadiene system, and here you can see that the 4 pi orbital. This is 4 pi orbital, and we all know that according to LCOAO method, 4 molecular or atomic orbital are participating here. That's why they will create 4 molecular orbital. So this is first, this is second, and this is third and fourth. So this is first, this is bonding molecular orbital, these two are bonding molecular orbital, and these two are anti-bonding molecular orbital. So psi1 and psi2, we can use terms psi1, psi2, psi3 and psi4. Okay, so next is why the energy of psi1 and psi2 is low in comparison to psi3 and psi4. So here you can see that in the case of psi1 there is zero node is there. In the case of psi2 there is one node. In the case of psi3 there is two node, and in psi4 there is three node. And how can we calculate the number of nodes? So we can use the formula n minus 1. Here you can see that in this is n minus 1, and what is n here? So n is psi1. This value is n. Okay, so in the case of psi1, 1 minus 1 will be 0. Psi2, 2 minus 1 will be 1, and 3 minus 1 will be 2, and 4 minus 1 will be 3. So this is the calculation of number of nodes. Now the next case is thermal condition or ground state. Okay, so in the case of thermal condition, the HOMO, highest occupied molecular orbital. So meaning of highest occupied molecular orbital is this. This is HOMO. This is HOMO. This is highest occupied. That means the occupied orbital which is high in energy, that is HOMO, highest occupied molecular orbital. And lowest unoccupied molecular orbital means the molecular orbital which is lowest in energy and unoccupied. So this is LUMO. So in case of a 1,3-butadiene system, In thermal state, Psi2 will be HOMO, and in case of excited state photochemical reaction, Psi3 will act as HOMO as well as LUMO. So this is the molecular orbital or frontier molecular diagram for 1,3-butadiene system. Now the next is what will be the stereochemistry. Okay, we already discussed here. This is the reaction of 1,3-butadiene. So we have to discuss here what will be the stereochemistry. So this is 4N system. And in thermal condition, we have to consider HOMO. We have to consider of 1,3-butadiene system, and Psi2 is HOMO system. Psi2 is HOMO for 1,3-butadiene system. So first we have to check that which rotation is possible, which rotation is in thermal condition, which rotation is possible for the product. So here you can see that this is dis rotation and this is con rotation. And what is the difference between dis and con rotation? So in the case of dis rotation, the molecular orbital will rotate in opposite direction. And in the case of con rotation, the molecular orbitals will rotate in same direction. This is the difference between dis and con. So here you can see that in this rotation, when we move this orbital, so this is negative charge and this is positive charge. So this rotation means opposite direction. So here this is dish and this is dish. So here you can see that this rotation is not possible in the case of 1,3-butadiene system in thermal condition. But if we talk about the con rotation, so con rotation is possible in case of thermal rotation. So that's why 1,3-butadiene system in thermal condition will proceed through con rotation process. Now in the case of photochemical condition, we have to consider Psi3 as HOMO. This is highest occupied molecular orbital, and there is 2 nodes. Here you can see that there is 2 nodes. And by the process of this rotation, you can see that if we rotate by this rotatory fashion, so it will connect each other. Okay, this molecular orbital will connect each other and it will form. So in the case of photochemical condition, this 1,3-butadiene system will proceed through this rotatory fashion. Now the next is okay. Now the second example is